Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, in today's video, I want to talk to you about the secret to approaching women with confidence. And this might surprise you. You don't need pickup lines. In fact, I don't recommend you ever approach a woman with a pickup line. They're going to pick up on that and they're going to say like, hey, listen, this guy's going to tell me anything in order to talk to me, okay? And so that's in this video then, picking up women or approaching women, I should say, with confidence. That's the key word right there, is confidence, okay? Now, there's correlation. The correlation that I'm making right here with the word confidence is just being happy with who you are. Like knowing that the man you are today is someone who's fucking awesome. You know you're a man of high value. You like just this alpha male that puts himself out there and he goes and gets what he wants. That type of energy, like that masculine energy, is what feminine women will pick up on, like naturally. It's like instinctual. I'm a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair, and I can go up and approach any woman that I want at this point in time and at least get her name to see if the conversation can go from there or not, when you pick up on like subtle signs of if they're interested or not. So at the gym today, I was making my rounds because I didn't really want to work out. I was just talking to people, all these girls that I know, because I absolutely love women, right? And there was this one little super cute redhead girl that I looked at her, smiled as I was rolling back to my location because I went to get some water. And I looked at her and smiled. She looked at me and smiled. And then I was like, excuse me. Immediately was just like, oh, fuck yeah. And then I was like, hey, excuse me, before you start that set, what's your name? And then she told me her name and immediately asked me for my name. Immediately asked me for my name. That is a very clear sign that that woman is interested in you enough that she least wants to talk to you. And now when I left, she asked me for my name again. So now she's really going to know my name, okay? Women remember everything. Unfortunately, I feel like a piece of garbage because I don't remember her name. But I do know that if I see her again at the gym, I can approach her and talk to her. We can see where the conversation goes from there, okay? But that right there, that level of confidence that I saw this super cute, super hot redhead girl, and I just immediately just, excuse me, what's your name? Just went up to her and asked her for her name. Most guys won't do that. Most men are scared to do that. Most men will sit back, think a girl is super hot, and they will not go up to her because they either don't know how, which is what stops most people, or they're feared, or they're going to get scared that they're going to get rejected. So in this case, I'm going to tell you how to approach women, but I can tell you right now, if you're going to approach a woman with a desired outcome, it's very possible that you're going to get the opposite of what you expect. You have to go up and meet women without trying to try to get their number or try to get them on a date. You just have to go up and just meet them and then just see where it goes. And this is where studying signs of attraction will help you see if it even makes sense to ask a girl out on a date or get her phone number. So when you're aware of that, then then you're going to be able to approach women no matter what without the outcome. Because if you're talking to her, if she asks you for your name and then you ask her questions and she's engaged in the conversation based off of her answers, and there's other signs, but you're going to be able to pick up on signs. You might be like, hey, you are super cool to talk to and you're super fucking cute. I would love to talk to you more. What's your phone number? Or you could say, when are you free next? Why don't you and I meet up and get drinks sometime? Right? You would say something like that. So in this case, the secret of approaching women with confidence is, again, when you're in a happy state. So when, like today at the gym, I was in a mood today where I'm like, hell yeah, man, I feel awesome. I want to work out. I want to go up and I want to talk to people. I was on a mission to go up and talk to as many women as I could. And that's exactly what I did. Right? I went up to girls that I know have boyfriends that are married. I went to girls I didn't know. Now, the intention with the girlfriends with boyfriends and marriage, okay, let me make it very clear. That's just to talk to them. I'm not going to cross any boundaries. They know that. I want to make that very clear. But if you're a girl that I don't know, and I don't know you have a boyfriend or not, I obviously am going to cross lines because I don't know if you're taken or not. Most women are, but you won't know that until you ask them out or if they bring it up in a conversation. And so that level, so women, like I said, can naturally pick up on that energy. So if you're someone that's sad, miserable, angry, or fucking depressed, women can also pick up on that. Everybody can pick up on that. It's not hard to see it in your facial features. And then you got a guy like me that's just sitting here bopping around in his wheelchair, smiling, shoulders back, head high, and I'm smiling at every single person that I see. If I see a girl that I like, I will look her in the eyes until either I know she's trying not to look at me, or if she looks back and smiles, right? So, because if that's a way that you can tell if a girl's interested in you. So if you look a girl in the eyes and she knows you're looking at her, if she chooses not to look at you, that's a sign of no interest, and you can just stop looking. So it's not like weird. You're not staring at her just to stare at her. But as an alpha male, someone who, if I'm going to look at a girl that I think's hot, I'm going to appreciate what I'm seeing, and I'm not going to be afraid to look at her. Women can pick up on cues of interest a lot better than men can. So if I'm sitting here staring at you, it's probably because I think you're absolutely gorgeous and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm enjoying the figure that you've built at the gym, and you have a fan that's appreciating that, okay? That'll also help boost a woman's self-esteem, whether she wants it or not. Women are very insecure creatures. So by going to the gym and getting looked and stared at by guys, they might think it's weird. Now, if you're like a creep, that makes sense. But that's, if you're getting stared at, then that should be like, oh, fuck, heck yeah, man, that guy's looking at me. I must look hot today. That little redhead I talked about, gorgeous. So that right there then, man. Let me tell you how to approach women. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to approach women. I say this all the time. I can guarantee 100% success. If you use this way to approach women, you will get her name, and then you will see if there is a sign to continue the conversation or not, okay? Now, I always say if you want to lower your chances of rejection, that you never want to approach a girl unless she looks at you and smiles. However, that's not always going to be the case, okay? Women might not notice you, or they might be shy. So you have to understand that if you're going to approach a girl that hasn't looked at you and smiled, your chance of getting rejected goes way up. But if a girl looks at you and smiles, that's a good sign that you can approach her. She's not going to reject you to have a conversation, okay? So then, if you go up to a girl that you don't know and she looks at you or doesn't, just go up to her and say, hey, excuse me, what's your name? But you gotta say it like you have like balls. You can't be like afraid to say like, oh, hey, excuse me, I know you're working out right now. I'm so sorry, but what's your name? Bro, you can't fucking say it like that. You gotta be a man about it. You gotta be a man, okay? Feminine women want masculine men. And a masculine man is going to be very direct. He's going to know what he wants, and he's going to speak his mind. So if I go up to a woman and say, hey, excuse me, what's your name? I guarantee you she already knows that I'm interested in her because I approached her. Why would I approach a girl that I'm not interested in getting to know if I don't think there's some kind of like sexual attraction there? As a man, you wouldn't. Women know this. Women intuitively know this, okay? So from there then, if you ask her for her name and she gives you her name, and but here, let me fast forward. If she asks you for your name, that is a very clear sign that she wants to talk to you, or at least will allow you to continue the conversation. You're not going to know if she's interested in you or not until you have that conversation with her, but you're never going to get to that point if you don't have the balls to go up and introduce yourself to a woman. You're never going to, man. And so this is what I'm saying. Most guys, they're too scared to go up and talk to girls. They're too scared. Like, oh my God, she's so hot. I really want to meet her. Maybe I'll add her on Instagram and try to talk to her over the internet. It's because they're not going to get that in-person rejection. I think dating apps, I've never been a fan of dating apps myself. I've been on them. I've used them. Absolutely hate them. I have so much better of a time doing it on like Instagram, or because you can still see like me up to date. But I have a much better time meeting women in person, especially being in a wheelchair. If I can show a woman in person that me being in a chair isn't going to bother me, women are going to find that as attractive, okay? So that's why people are like, Mitchell, dating in a wheelchair must be hard. It must be harder. It's really not. Because women are going to find you attractive no matter what, okay? They're either going to like you or they're not going to like you. And so because I know that, me being in a chair isn't going to stop me from approaching a woman. I have been with several women since I've been in a wheelchair, bro. And because I've done that, I know that that's the case. Women don't care if you're in a wheelchair or not, right? So right there then, if you don't have the balls to go up and talk to a woman, chances are you're not at that point in life where either one, you're not as happy as you should be, or two, you just don't have enough experience to be able to say, like, you know what, getting rejected from a girl, it's really not that bad. She's going to tell you something like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or yeah, that's basically it. Okay, if you ask a girl for her phone number, there's a 99% chance that even if she doesn't have a boyfriend, if she doesn't like you, she'll say, like, I don't or I have a boyfriend. Because that's the easiest thing for women to say in that moment, to reject you without outright telling you no, because men have conditioned women to like find new ways to reject them. Because men are like, well, what do you mean you don't like me? You don't like, I'm not good enough to give you my phone number? Now, obviously, the I have a boyfriend thing, that's not going to be the case every single time. But for the majority of the time, that's the easiest thing to say. It's just like if a girl says, I need to work on myself, but I can't do it in a relationship. Or I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Or I need time and space. These are all fucking excuses that they think you can't argue with. And they're just going to say it because it's the easiest way to get them or to get you away from them. Right? So in that case, then, the more you practice talking to women, you're going to start seeing that rejection that they give you, it's not that bad. Especially when you understand that it's a numbers game. You might talk to 100 women, you're going to get rejected by like 90 of them. I mean, if you're a good-looking dude, your number goes up. But most average guys that watch this video, if you don't think you're like drop-dead gorgeous, you know, chances are you're an average-looking dude, you're going to get told no by most women. Does it affect me being in a wheelchair? I'm sure it does, but I'm also saying from experience that it hasn't stopped me from hooking up with girls or going out or dating girls at all. It hasn't stopped me. But that's also because of the type of person that I am. I'm someone that fits this category right now of a confident man, an alpha male, or a guy that's happy. Women pick up on that, okay? That energy, they can like fucking sense it, and they want to be a part of that. So that makes things easier. So approaching women, then, the secret is to feel comfortable with yourself first before you go up and try to meet somebody else. Because if you're not happy with yourself, people are going to pick up on that, and they're not going to want to be around you. So that's going to be the video, guys. If you like this, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I am going to be coming out with a book pretty soon for men about dating and relationships and how to meet girls, how to approach girls, how to tell if she's interested, not interested. That will be there soon. Also, if you want to jump on a one-on-one call with me so we can work on personal development, mindset, or confidence, I am also going to be launching that pretty soon to work with me. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.